What's up gamers, YouTube here. You just claimed your free archer, you already have him built, you know how he works, and you even know what his playstyle is, but what you might not know is what are his best in slot teammates, who can you use him with right now to his best ability, and does he need Sparkle on the team to actually function? So hopefully after today's video, you'll know if your account is stacked for him, and then hopefully for me after today's video, Uba Musume won't drag me back in with its hooves because my god, I am sorely addicted to it. The hours a day I've put into this game. Best gacha game of the year. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and hop into that tier list now. Let's go ahead and hop into the most controversial take of the video here. Well, or you're probably gonna think that, right? Going into D first, his absolute worst, in my opinion, support character, and that is going to be Bronya. Skill point succubus is what Bronya is. Okay, guys, I don't want to hear in the comment section, oh, Bronya's E1 so good, it is, you can just win your 50-50s. Even with this shit, it's dog shit. Okay, because if we're talking about a character like Archer, right, guys, literally he is going to be using 2 SP every single attack, and with a character like Bronya, while yes, advancing his action back to the front, but at what cost, you might ask, right? Because you need a lot more upfront cost to actually activate a skill here, and sure, you get free SP back when you have charges up from his ultimate move, but that's only whenever you attack an enemy target. So if he were to go, then you had Bronya in the lineup right after him, then you're not really getting much value there because you've already used all your SP with him, so bringing him back to the front with no SP and you're not getting any SP back because you're not attacking with her is kind of fucking useless. So for that matter, guys, yeah, Bronya is sitting at D tier on my tier list here, and if you've seen any of my tier list takes, you would know this is the case for me. I'm a Bronya hater till the day I die. I'm extremely biased against Bronya. But before we hop into C tier, guys, one thing I do want to mention is anything below D tier or anything below Bronya, to me, is unusable. Like, Bronya maybe, potentially, can be used in certain team setups. Anything below Bronya, if you do not see them on tier list, either A, I forgot to put them on here, or B, they're just unusable. Alright guys, let me stop blabbering about that. Let's hop into our first C tier option, which is going to be Miss Ting-Yun. Now the reason why I have Miss Ting-Yun here over someone like Miss Bronya, first of all, she's pretty SP efficient. She uses most of the time just her basic attacks, which is great by me. Secondly, with this, guys, her benediction will last for 3 turns, but on top of this, you're going to be giving an attack buff to him, which is fairly decent. It's nice. I like seeing attack buff on him. He already gives himself a decent amount of damage percentage, so that attack is pretty nice to see here. She's also going to be giving him extra energy back, and the more energy you give to someone like Archer, guys, the more times he can proc his ult off, the more times you proc his ult off, the more charges you get, which leads to more skill points you're going to get, or more skill points from the talent you're going to get, right? So having that SP generation there is also going to be really good, and a 50% damage bonus lasting for 2 turns. That all around is pretty nice, but not really enough to put her up any higher on the tier list. Like, sure, she gets SP generation from just her basic attacks, but that's really about it, and then she helps supercharge getting his talent up, which leads to more SP as well. That's about it, though. Next up here is going to be Lucha. You guys ever watch Mucha Lucha when you were younger, or if you're that, I don't know how old you are. Mucha Lucha, you know? Anyways, Lucha is going to be down here at C tier as well, guys. Now the reason why I have him at C tier is because that he just really provides SP. Like, he's a, like, when do you ever really have to use his skill, right? Like, he has an automatic proc of his skill, which is nice. He can also regen HP based off of you doing attacks to the enemies as well. So like, all in all, like, it helps out his playstyle a lot because Archer's going to be attacking a lot, so you don't really have to worry about sustainability when it comes to him. But he really doesn't offer any buffs to the teams. He's just a really SP efficient sustain character you can have. That's really all that I have to mention with him, though. Next up on the list here, guys, is going to be Robin. Now, I know Robin might be kind of a controversial take, but hear me out here, guys, right? Because I think Robin is really good, right? I think Robin can give you action advance, which is great. My main problem with Robin is lack of SP generation, right? Because she is going to be in her state the whole time, so that leaves you with 2 other allies to be making up the groundwork for SP generation. Yes, she does give amazing buffs to someone like Archer, right? Don't get me wrong, I think they're good. I think the main problem with Archer, the main thing with Archer, is literally SP generation. I don't think she provides that. She provides good buffs to the team. She provides action advance to the team. So all in all, like, she is good. Probably the top of seats here in my opinion. I can't place her anything higher than what these characters are because a lot of these other characters here have a good blend of buffs plus SP generation. And hopping into our final option of the C tier here, guys, and that's going to be Miss Fu Xuan. Now the reason why Fu Xuan's here, guys, is because arguably she does have pretty decent SP generation for the team. Like, she's pretty SP efficient, and then on top of this as well, she's providing you crit rate rate, which god damn it, he so desperately needs. So the crit rate there is really nice. And then overall, that's really all that she provides. Like, she's less SP efficient than someone like, let's say, Locha here is. But if you had extra duplicates into Fushun, which are not as hard to get nowadays, considering you can get her when you lose 50-50s, having that increased crit damage as well from her skill is really, really nice too. So, like, overall, she's a decent option. I would say she's less SP efficient than someone like Locha is, but she does provide more buffs than someone like Locha is. So like I said before, a lot of these characters don't provide the best of both worlds. They provide a decent amount in one world, but not in every world. But now let's go ahead and start our B tier off, right, with someone like Hanya, right? Hanya here, honestly, is really good for someone like Archer here, right? Because what she is going to be doing is, first of all, really good SP generation for the team, right? You gotta think, she's putting these skills out on the enemy, which can be triggered up to 2 times, which gives you 1 SP back. So that's 2 free SP every single time she uses a skill. Not to mention this as well, whenever you get kills, you get skill point back from that as well. And then on top of this, she's using her basic attacks quite a bit because you have to wait for these 2 triggers to actually proc before you get the skill points back. So overall, good SP generation, we've already established that. So that is one key factor in determining who is really good for someone like Archer. Secondly, guys, she gives pretty decent buffs. Thinking of something like the talent here, guys, whenever an ally uses a basic attack, skill, or ultimate on an enemy inflicted with burden, the damage dealt is increased by 30% for 2 turns at, I think, what is this, E6, right? You're getting an extra 10%, so you're getting a 30% damage bonus or 40% damage bonus whenever you're attacking someone with burden on them. But she is providing attack, damage, and speed to him, which are decent buffs. Obviously not as good as someone like Robin's buff. She does provide really good SP generation with decent buffs. So for that matter, she is in B tier for me. Hopping into our next option here for the B tier, Aventurine. I do think he is outclassing both Fushun and Locha here. Now, I don't like his buff as much as Fushun's because I do think he needs the crit rate a bit more. But the big thing with him here is he does provide crit damage to the enemy. But for me, honestly, he can be fairly good in the SP generation department. Like, you can bring him into a lot of battles and not even have to use his skill move, and he can just keep the shield up on you at all times. So good SP generation. He's also in the sustain category going to be providing you with a crit damage buff, and just a little bit better to me than both of the other sustain characters. That's why I have him here in the B tier. Now to talk about our final character in the B tier, that's going to be Miss Ruan Mei. Now the reason why I have Ruan Mei over someone like Robin, right? Robin, like I said, gives great buffs. Honestly, gives a bit better buffs than what Ruan Mei can provide, right? In my opinion. But the really big thing with Ruan Mei for me is she does offer a couple of different special things, which we're going to get into here now, and she's pretty SP efficient because she can use basic attack every single time she rotates back around, for the most part anyways. First of all, guys, she's going to be providing a massive damage increase to the team, but she also provides weakness break efficiency that is pretty unique to her kit. Secondly, guys, she's going to be increasing the speed for all of your allies as well, and then from her ultimate move, she's giving all type res pin to everyone as well, so a very, very strong debuff there too, some additional damage here. And if you were one of the lucky ones that played whenever patch 3.0 came out and we got a chance to choose a free 5-star Locha or a free 5-star Ruan Mei, and you chose Ruan Mei here, then you're going to be getting an extra 20% defense ignore. So I mean, like, these are going to be good things. I do want to preface that with, I'm not grading these characters based off their E1s. I'm just saying that she had the easier potential upgrade path if you started playing in 3.0, or you already had Ruan Mei prior and you got a dupe for her. That's all I'm saying with that. We haven't got a free Robin. I'm not grading this off of their E1s at all. But yeah, I do think she provides really good buffs with better SP generation than Robin can provide, so that's why she is up here for me. And I know I just said final option here to B, but I just realized that I made a bit of a mistake on what I wrote down. Pela is down here as well. Pela provides good SP generation, and then Pela provides also an AoE defense shred, which I guess you don't need AoE defense shred, but she provides AoE defense shred. She gives really good SP. The defense shred she provides to every single enemy is good, so that means if you're running Archer with someone like a sub DPS, right, then those sub DPS can take use of this defense down the enemy. That's really about it for her right now. The reason why I had to make a quick adjustment here is because someone better has actually been introduced into the game, and I'm sure you might know who that character is, or I guess they got a buff, you could say, right? And that starts us off with the A tier, actually, which is Miss Silver Wolf. She's automatically became better than Pela in my opinion, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And to kind of explain that, right, is first of all, using her skill move changes her weakness type, which is okay. That's cool, but you gotta think, they're all quantum, which means that she can actually play with some of his best in slot allies like Sparkle with a bigger damage bonus, so you do have to keep that in mind. We're going to get into the Sparkles and the Barkles a little bit later in the video, but yes, so her being quantum type already helps it out. Secondly, guys, she can implant weakness, which I guess you don't really need too much, but it's also going to be decreasing the all-type res pin of the enemy by an extra 13%. On top of this, her ult's going to be hitting every single enemy on the field now. Every single one of her basic attacks will be implanting a bug on the enemy, so that's a debuff for every single time you do it, whether that be reducing attack, reducing defense or reducing speed. That's going to be absolutely massive for her there. So all in all, she is just a better Pela now in my opinion, so that's why she is an A tier for me. Next up here in terms of debuffers here, guys, I'm giving Jiao, kind of the same situation that I would say that Silverwolf's in, right? Because he is pretty SP efficient, like he uses ult. He just basically spam his basic like after that, right? This will be putting Ash and Roast on the enemy, which will be making the enemy take increased damage, so this can pair really well with someone like a Pela, or even pair someone like a Silverwolf, right? So these extra resistances and vulnerabilities and defenses we're taking on the enemy actually leads to a much higher damage with someone like Archer, because Archer already gives himself a lot of just overall damage in this kit, because he's giving himself a lot of damage percentage, he's giving himself a lot of crit damage and stuff like that. So having these extra debuffs here really do help his damage out, and he's pretty SP efficient as well, so that's why he is also here in the A rank. Hopping into our S rank now, let's start off with Miss Cypher Piper, right? Because Cypher is going to be good for a lot of reasons, and number one of those reasons is she's very SP efficient. You can always use her basic attack and never have to worry about a goddamn thing, basically, right? Secondly, to get her vulnerability, you don't have to ever use her skill. It's just automatically up at all times. Third, for this as well, if you are building up damage on an enemy, she can actually act as a pseudo assassin, because now you've been focusing so much damage on these enemies, right, with your 2 skill points a turn. Now you just pop ult off, which doesn't cost a skill point at all to do, so then you can go and assassinate another target there, right? So very SP efficient, gives a lot of vulnerability, has great damage on her own. There is just no shot that I put her in this tier, because she gives debuffs, SP, and then she's also providing a good amount of damage as well. Next up here, guys, is going to be Miss Tribi, because Tribi has a lot of follow-up attacks. The more follow-up attacks you can get, the more you can proc his follow-up attack off as well, which leads to more overall SP generation from him. Secondly, with this as well, guys, she provides really good debuffs to the enemy, and I mean really good, both being res pin and vulnerability, some of the best debuffs that you can get in the game, right? And honestly, I don't really have to say anything else about Tribi. I think her sub DPS damage and just kind of what she's already been proven to be, and I think this clearly makes her an S rank candidate for someone like Archer. The next character on the list, guys, is going to be Miss RMC. Now, this is not, no, don't, I couldn't find the image, and I didn't feel like searching for it in this list of characters on here, right? RMC, Remembrance MC, not Harmony MC here, okay, guys? Now, the reason why I put Remembrance MC here, action advance, very SP efficient, provides true damage for him. When the amount of times he's attacking per turn, you actually get a lot of value out of this true damage you're providing for him as well. They're also able to provide crit damage for the team and crit rate for the team as well. So overall, just a really stacked option to put on your Archer team. And now for our final selection of the S rank category here, that's going to be Miss Huan Huan. Now, you might say that Huan Huan is best in slot. I have a bit of a different argument for that, but I do put Huan Huan at least up in S tier, because I'm going to be reserving best in slot for the literal, like, best in slot team, in my opinion, for him. So Huan Huan is here, and Huan Huan, obviously, she provides really good energy, like, she gives energy for the whole team, can help just the overall team get their ultimates up faster. Obviously, going to play well with the best in slot team, but my main detractor here for her is that she does give energy for the whole team. She really only gives attack percentage, which is good for him. And then her SP generation is not the best thing in the world. Like, her SP is good for sure. The reason why she's up here is really because of her energy regeneration for the whole team. But outside of that, I really just don't necessarily know what she's able to bring and offer to the team here. I'm going to be offering a bit of a different opinion for the best in slot option. And you guys are going to disagree with me for this, because now we're going to go ahead and hop into his best in slot team. First of all, guys, for his best in slot sustain, we can go ahead and chat shit about this right now. That is going to be Mr. Gallywagger. Yeah, you might have thought I was going to put Heisen up here or something. No, I think Gallagher is just super strong, guys. Like, Gallagher, first of all, he doesn't provide any buffs, okay? But he does provide a lot of SP. First of all, first and foremost, right? And I do think overall that is the best thing that you can provide to your Archer. The other two options, his best in slot options here, going to be both Sunday and Sparkle here, guys. Now, the reason why Sunday and Sparkle are up here, first of all, Sunday provides energy with his ultimate move. Secondly, he's providing crit rate, crit damage, and damage percentage, all really good, right? And he's pretty SP neutral in a sense, while you have someone like Sparkle, which is going to be increasing the skill point gap even higher, on top of his maximum skill point increase as well. So you have a lot of max SP now for the team. She also is going to be giving you free skill points back. Honestly, I think this is the best in slot character for someone like Archer here. She just is, like, it gives a super amount of, like, fucking SP back, right? Now, one thing I guess I would say with this is you definitely do want speed manipulation with this team. My headcanon way of running this team is probably having your Archer go, then your Sunday go, and then your Sparkle go. So you would want, you know, whatever speed your Archer is, then you have -1 on your Sunday, then you have -2 on your Sparkle Spoo here, so she's able to action advance because it's only 50%, so it's never guaranteed that he automatically comes back to the front, so it could mess up rotations if you don't do it this way, but it will at least guarantee, in my opinion, him to get back before Sunday's back, and if he's back before Sunday's back, that means you can take use of it again and rinse and repeat and keep running through the skill points, right? And personally, the one issue I thought you could run into this team if you have Huanhui on the team is who is going to be doing the attacking on the enemy that would be providing the extra SP from his talent, right? You can't fully utilize it with Huanhui. Like, you can use it in between turns, sure, but the big thing with Gallagher is you have to think his ultimate hits, and then also his basic attack hits as well. So whenever you ult, you get a guaranteed basic attack. So that's automatically a free SP back from you using his basic, and then 2 more SP back from Archer's attack, right? So overall, you're getting a lot of charge back from him as well, and then you're getting a lot of free energy back with someone like Sunday, right? So that is why this is my best in slot team right here, and Huanhui's not up here. I feel like this team flows better, and for me, if a team flows better, in my opinion, that's the better team. I don't really care about what's the best zero cycle team. I care about what team flows the best, not necessarily what clears the fastest, because honestly, if you have Sparkle and Sunday on the same team, they should be clearing regardless. Like, you should be beating anything like MOC, for example, within 5 cycles, for sure. 4 cycles even, 3 cycles even, right? I don't care about the zero cycle mumbo jumbo. I care about what flows the best, and this is what flows the best in my opinion. But that is really all that I have to say in today's video about the whole tier list here. So now let's talk about, is Sparkle needed? Is Sparkle a must? Genuinely, I feel like Sparkle is a 70 to 60% must. Like, I don't think she is a 100% must. Like, I don't think you need her on your account for him to be good. If you do not have Sparkle in the team, though, you have to ensure that everyone in the team is SP generating. If you do not have a pure SP generative team, this team will fail. So, what I mean by this is you need characters that can basically use basic attack every single turn. Characters that give themselves extra actions, maybe, to give them extra skill points, like Gallagher, for example, right? And you're going to be needing characters to really supercharge his ultimate move. So in this vein, I really don't think even Sunday could work here because of the fact that Sunday is very SP neutral. Because whenever you're action advancing back to the front, you're still not gaining any SP off of that, and whenever you use ult, you're not getting SP back. The only thing you can possibly get SP back from is when you're attacking enemies. So you really want characters that can attack consistently, have decent ults and decent SP generation. So characters like Tribute would work really well here. Characters like Pela and Silverwolf would work really well here as well. You just really want to find a good balance of SP generation and a decently high frequency of attack. So that's all that I really have to say here. I do think he really wants her. I don't think it's a must though. So if you're a new player coming to the game, just make sure you have that. If you're an older player coming to the game, you should know this. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw today, then please leave a like, maybe subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. If you didn't, then I hope I have to train you in Uma Musume, because I would run your ass into the ground anyways. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Time to go back to Uma Musume because I'm sorely addicted, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye. See you later.